So let's look at 16.7. So it looks like a lot of stuff going on in here. This is a big one, the font management library. What does that do? Okay, so let's look. The new font library. So this was supposed to be in 6.4 and it got bumped to 6.5 for a whole lot of reasons. I just wasn't kind of ready to go, so it got bumped, but this will be fun. So let's look at this. The new font library allows us to users to install, remove, and activate the typographic fonts from various sources in the WordPress via the editor. In the WordPress, I just said, via the editor. My camera's messed up. There we go. So let's look. So where do we do this? As part of this new feature, users can add fonts manually by uploading them from their local machine or by choosing from a list of Google fonts. All right, so let's get into here. Appearance, maybe. Editor. Let's go in there. Let's fonts, styles. No. Oh, why is it doing that? I didn't know why it does that, but it does. Oh, sorry. I think it's probably going to be done like in the what is this? Probably in here somewhere. Global styles, typography, maybe. Install fonts. Oh, that's cool. So, okay, you must permission fonts that I install. Okay, allow access to Google Fonts. All right, cool, man. Just that's like my favorite font. That's the font that I use right now for my branding stuff. So that's cool. So you can just select the fonts that you want, and I guess we'll just install some. Why not? Why not? Why not? Massive. Yeah, this is a big deal. This is going to be super cool. So we'll just install those and see what happens. Cool. So we got primary and just right there. So choose. So how does one Google Fonts? Okay, it just keeps loading Google Fonts. So where do it looks like you can just add any Google font. I think it's downloading it though, which is pretty neat. So let's look back over here. No, this one, sorry. Are enabled globally, independent of the active theme in the fonts directory. Okay, so I have this. We should be able to see this in here now. So this is WP content. I have fonts. Oh yeah, so it actually downloaded those fonts directly to my local. This is my local. So those are all there. But what I don't understand, the new font. Okay, so various sources. Installed fonts are enabled globally, independent of the active theme. Oh, that's cool. Similar to the media library. As part of this new feature, users can add fonts manually by uploading them from their local machine or by choosing from a list of Google fonts. Okay, so let's try the upload part. So I don't see the ability to upload through here. So where would I upload those? Google Fonts. Is it done like in the media library? Yeah, I think you might be right there, Flex. Let's check out the media library because I don't see anything in here. Tools. Where's the deuce is the media? There it is. Add new. So let me see if I got a little font in here somewhere that I can find. There's one. Black Metal Sans. Sounds awesome. So let's drop that in there. Nope. Okay. All right. Let's look at the pull requests here. We'll let that load. Stage 1. Okay. Testing instructions. What is this? Font manager. The font manager is global dependent on this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Why do we want to? I don't understand why we want to disable that. Huh. Okay, let's look at this one. Install Google Fonts. Okay. Oh yeah, that's probably what you'd want to do. That's a good point, Kev. Yeah, with the well, I don't know. How do we? I mean, it's a huge deal with the font, the Google fonts, anyways, right? But I don't know. I don't know how to upload new fonts. It's not really clear, right? Font layer is globally independent of the theme. The list of installed fonts and their assets are site-wide available. Okay, great. That's fine. So what is this part? To do. Don't spell. Okay, whatever. No messages. Fix. Font library. I don't see. On the font library, adding docs. Well, it looks like there's some docs work being done here as well. Remove upload mind after uploading fonts. Yeah, so, okay. So here's one for uploading fonts, but where do we upload the fonts, man? Font upload, okay, maybe I just can't find the, maybe it's not part of this one. Hold on, let me jump ahead. Did I lose the, let me just jump ahead to see. Add an uploads tab. Okay, I don't think it's there yet. I think, because we're looking at Gutenberg, yeah, I think it might not be there yet. Because this is an older version of Gutenberg. So this is 16.87. So, okay. So you might be able to do it, but I don't know how right now. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, so where were we? We were over here. So it's not in there. It doesn't seem to be in there because you can't make that happen. Settings, media. Is there a media thing here? Let's look for experiments. See if there's anything in here. No. What you got for me there? 52704. What's this one? Backend. Okay, so this is the, it looks like, okay, I have a feeling that at this point that this may not have been implemented yet. So let's move on, because in the next version we can take a look at that. This is super slick though, I think. Just the ability to styles, edit styles, typography. Well, actually, let me just poke around in here. Maybe there's something I'm missing. But if you just go into typography, fonts. So it's install fonts. Right now it's from Google. Okay, so that is awesome. This is probably what I'd use 94.3% of the time. Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine. Well, you can do that though, Kev. So in your theme, you can use block.json to define local fonts. Like, so for example, in my Twitch name, do I have it in here? Includes, that's not the one I think I have. IDE. So in my assets, I do have fonts. So you can actually, you can load fonts directly right in your theme.json. So you can do that and bundle it with your theme. But so this is actually included locally. So you can absolutely do that. But I think that this is, does the font library apply them? No, that's a good question. I don't think so. Let me make sure that this is the theme that I actually have activated. I'm pretty sure it is. But theme, so I should, yeah. So that is my active theme. So if we go into editor, well, what did I call it? Did I call it primary? I did. So primary is right there. So if we go into styles, I don't know why that's doing that. It drives me nuts. Anyways, we'll figure it out. So we look at, so this is the one that I defined. right? That's the theme. That's the font that I defined in my theme. I called it primary. I would imagine if we called it Kevin and we refresh, hopefully, let's see. Nah, oh yeah, Kevin normal. See, so that's the one I called that. So yes, so that one. How do you use Joe's font that you installed? I'd imagine that you would probably come in and not in here. In here? Here. Text. Typography. We would have font family. Font family would be where? Default Jost. So they just would appear wherever else that you're using that. And I don't know if there would be a theme. There might be, it's a good question, but there might be like a class assigned, but I don't really know. So you might be able to access the class. So if we looked at this and we just go back to the front end of this, we can see if there's actually a class assigned. Oops. We'll see how that's handled. Imagine there's some sort of, has Jost font family. So you can use that class, which is right here, right? And so it actually means that there's a preset defined for each one of those as well, which is really, really cool. I mean, you would need to know the name of the font that was installed, so it might not be that helpful, but that's pretty handy dandy. So I'm going to go ahead and reset that. Maybe I could use this instead, although it might be bad if they pick a crazy font. Yeah, they probably would pick a crazy font. I don't. It'd be really neat if there's a way to like suggest fonts. So I'm not sure if that's like on the what's the word I'm looking for, on the roadmap. But like if you installed something and then you're like, oh hey, this plugin works really well with these fonts. Would you like to install them? And then go through that process. That'd be really cool. Okay, so all right, let's move on. Where's this thing? 16? No, where is 16.8? I've lost it. Oh Lord. There it is, 16.7. Okay. All right, next is import export of patterns. It's now possible to import export patterns as JSON file. Okay, so let's go into here. Come in here. Come in. We should have some patterns. I have a Kevin pattern. So can I export that? Export as JSON. Let's look at what that looks like. Gonna drag that in here. So this is my Kevin block. So now we should be able just to import that. So how does one go about doing that? Like this. Import pattern from JSON. There's Kevin right there. You can see all the other stuff. There we go. Kevin. That's pretty slick. That's super slick, actually. To the pattern library. That would be awesome. That's really cool. Because then you could do things like you could bundle. You can have like just a list of patterns that people can download and import. Fantastic. Such a cool little feature. Love it. Excited. Explore new pattern filtering. Patterns have been restructured with filters now being housed within the drop down at the top. Sticky headers. Okay, so let's look at that. So we're just in the patterns, which is in here, huh? Where? Synced, standard, patterns. What are they talking about? Where is that? All patterns. Author, all directory, user, site. Okay. Oh, is it? Where would that be? Would that be in like in here? If I insert patterns, explore all patterns. Huh? Am I just blind? Am I just not seeing that? Oh, right here. That's where that is. Oh, okay, cool. So in here, look at Kevin and this perfect human specimen. Yeah, you can, and I don't know why it's doing my patterns. What? It's my patterns don't have validation errors. Your patterns have validation errors. If I go to my so this is weird. So if I just come in here, I should be able to block and then save, and it should be fine. And if I come back into my templates, navigation, what am I doing here? Editor, templates. Yeah, that's fine now. It's fine now. That's because my template, I thought I fixed it, but apparently I didn't. I have done that. Not there. What are you talking about? Go to the screen where you exported the JSON. Editor, patterns in here. Oh, in here. No, this isn't a validation error. This is actually a really cool little feature. You're talking about this, right, Kev? So this is actually a pretty cool little feature. What it does is it says, oh, you don't have this block installed, so you should install it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is kind of not, this is sort of different. What is going on? Kevin, you're gonna feel real silly in a minute because I'll show you. So in my patterns, I got code. I'm gonna insert this and look what it says. Your site doesn't include support for Code Block Pro, right? So it's not a resolution, really. It's a missing block. Now, I personally don't like how this looks. I think it could be a little less like, oh my God, you got a problem, because like, block validation errors look like this. But if you install that, you can install it right in line. And now in my plugins list, I'm just gonna leave that in my plugins list. I have Code Block Pro active now. But if I were to come back to that and do it again, so on and so forth, can you resolve it? It's crap. That's a crap plugin. I don't know who wrote that garbage, but somebody wrote it. What are you talking about? Where? My patterns? No. Codes. So this is part of the theme. There we go. So install that. I don't know what I gotta do with this. I haven't messed with this in a while, but yeah. So that is what it is. I think that's what you were looking at there. Okay, cool. Enough of me shenaniganery. Okay, naming group blocks in the editor. This is a huge one. Someone on this stream has been asking about this forever, and it's gonna be in 6.4. It's pretty awesome. So what this is if we go in here and we go to our things and then we add get out of here, and we're gonna add a group block. Let's say group block, and do this, and then we're gonna put a heading in here. Do that. I'm gonna call it group one. So we come in here now. Okay, you can come in here, hit rename, and call this group the first, right? And so that is now something that we can do, and it's fantastic because I don't like when I write stuff, which is not often, but when I do, like for the developer blog or something, I group all of my sections into a group, and then it just ends up looking like it looks horrible, right? It just looks like this, like a whole bunch of these. Can I drag and drop that? No, like if I just yeah. What does that should do? Like it ends up looking like this, which is horrid, right? And really hard to manage. So now we can just come in and go, not delete, Kevin, right? And now we've got it all named. It's fantastic. It's awesome. Now I know that there was some functionality around double clicking. I'm double clicking, I don't know if you can tell, but around double clicking and having the modal appear, but there are some accessibility issues around that. So for now we have the rename option, which is chef's kiss. So angry when I said that. Custom icons for group blocks. It's just never enough for you, is it, Flat? I'm kidding. That would be very cool. Group blocks would be cool with some CSS to make icons and text larger in the list view. Well, yeah, I don't know. I think Yeah, I mean, you would have to probably have a really good reason for that, because this gets so ugly, right? So ugly. But being able to define like a custom icon would be nice for sure. I don't know. I mean, sorry, you're not wrong. You don't need my approval to want something. I just think this is a great first step. So kudos to Dave, who wrote this, who built this out. Next we got, okay, what's this thing? My patterns category reinstated in post editor inserter. Okay, so I think it was not there and now it is there. So patterns, my patterns. So there we go. That's pretty cool. Ugly is my middle name. Wait. Your middle name is in Titus in Atlantis. Ugly is my middle name. Dangerous. Oh God, I'm such a dad. My dad jokes are the daddiest. Okay, simplified lightbox functionality for images. So this is kind of cool. So the Behaviors UI introduced an experimental feature in Gutenberg 15.9 has been removed and replaced with expand on click toggle in the image block editor's control. Okay, so let's go in here. So I'm gonna probably delete all of these. Can I just deleted? Yep. And I'm gonna put an image in, and guess whose lovely face I'm going to use. Oh, I forgot about all these. I don't think Kevin's in here, is he? There he is. I'm gonna give Kevin a break and put one of these terrifyingly horrible images of people laughing like this. This one looks terrifying to me. So we have this. So we have this expand on click option. No one can see that. Hey, someone do me a favor and try the move command, because I was messing around with my bot. I think I fixed it, but someone just go ahead and write exclamation point or bang, move. Do it now, do it now, do it now. Anyone? Yes! Great success. So anyways, this is the thing that we're gonna click on, right? There we go. Oh, Kev, that's not a bad one. Maybe if you type hide, it boots you from the, that's a really good one, actually. We'll just do hide. I'm gonna do a hide command. Kevin, again, bring in the goods to the stream. Oh, this is terrifying. Like if you can find whatever, it's on YouTube, the stream where we're doing like we're using like AI to generate stuff. It's terrifying, the stuff that was generated. Could hide you for 20 seconds or something. Yeah, and then we make it gigantic, because Anyways, so we click this, we hit update, we go to the front end. Front end is right here, and then when we click on that, we get this nice little lightbox feature. Pretty nice, pretty cool, pretty awesome. So there's a couple things about that, and we did go over this. We just did a hallway hangout for YouTube.com. We're gonna go into. You guys are gonna see all my history here. WordPress-aroo. There was a hallway hangout that we just did on Sneak Peek at. Where is it? I have to find this stuff. There it is. So we talked about some. I'm going to pause that. You don't need to see that. So we just did, we being myself, Justin Tadlock, and Nick Diego, we did what we're calling hallway hangout, where it's just kind of a bit of a presentation where we're just sort of showing some of the features that are coming up in 6.4. But one of them, we did talk about this, because this is powered by the interactivity API behind the scenes. This and the pagination. The client-side pagination for the query loop block, which is, again, chef's kiss. Yeah, so there's some stuff in there. But what was I going to say? So it is possible. Oh, right, I know what I was going to say. I'm sorry. I am all over the place. So if you go into styles, like your global styles here, you can just go into styles. Yeah, click on that, then go in here, and then go into your blocks and find your image block. What you can do is you can set this. Where the heck is the image block? I feel like things are not in order here. Maybe it's, I don't know. Kevin, I'm still trying to figure out how to get your blocks listed there. So there's a settings down here. So if you click on this setting, this will make every image have this setting by default, and then you can opt out, or you can do the opposite. So you can do it that way and enable them for all images, all image blocks on the site. Alternatively, you can go into your settings, blocks, core image block. So we can do this and add this to our block.json, which is pretty cool. So where's my my theme.json? So do I have any blocks set up in here? Settings, styles. What was this under? This was settings, right? Settings, blocks. Where's my settings? Settings. I'm gonna hide color. Typography settings. So I can go in here. Oh, I need to add the block. So I just need to grab this basically. Yep. So you can do this on a. Oh yeah, that does not like those. Oh Lord of Rue. There's got to be a faster way of doing this, but I don't care at this point. Yeah. So, anyways, in here, so you can enabled lightbox enable allow editing true false. If you enable lightbox and image box using the previous papers, please reopen and resave post and include this box. Make sure they get migrated to the latest syntax. Okay, so it's been naming stuff, but that's why it was experimental. So, yeah. Cool. So yeah, so you could do that inside of your block JSON. Something's still not happy here. Oh, because I need a comma. Need a comma. There we go. So we can do that. Yeah. Anyways, so that's a cool thing. I'm gonna get that out of here because I don't need it in this particular thing. What's the next one? All right. So background image control added. What? Background image control added to group block. Oh. Right. Okay. So if we go back to our post here, I'm gonna close this. Don't. Yes. Ugh. And I gotta edit this post. So if I go in here and I grab this group, you can apparently do a background image. So we're gonna do open, and of course this one's gonna have to be Kevin. Come on now. So we got Kevin in there. Let's get a bunch of copy, paste, paragraphy. There we go. So there's Kevin in there. I don't know if you can, I don't know if there's controls for it. Dimensions, padding, block spacing. I don't see, like, I don't see any controls around how the image, how the background image is like managed, but maybe that's coming. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so the next one is this new social icon for the X for Twitter. I guess that's probably something we can look at here. X. Was it Twitter? Oh, social icon. Sorry, not embed. Social icon. Do I have to do that? I probably have to do social icons, and then in here, what do we got? So one for X. Yeah, one for X. Okay, so that's, there you go. That's what we got. Pretty cool. All right. So here's the change log. Embed need the update too. Since yes, it looks like it does. That's a good PR for you to go and do. Patterns, block editor. Okay, core data. Okay, components. Tooltip, block library. I have a, yes, you have a competing block. Interactivity API. So the interactivity API is in core, but it's not public yet. So you'll see a lot of this stuff in a minute, and they're doing some really cool things in here. Only with core blocks. Oh, what is that? What does that mean? Prevent enabling enhanced pagination containing any. Oh, really? Interesting. So enhanced pagination now only works with core blocks. Prevents enabling enhanced pagination in the query loop containing any third-party block. Huh. Okay. All right. That's an interesting thing. Patterns. We did some patterns. Design tools. Does that affect? I don't think it does. Actually, let's check. I don't think it will, because I think what they're referring to is blocks that only, that sort of the patterns basically that have have let's see. Oh wait, I didn't turn that. Sorry, I didn't turn that on. Hold on. Again, you have to come in here and turn on enhanced pagination. So no, it doesn't affect my block. It works. But I think what they're saying is any block inside of it, like any of basically the block template, like in the post template stuff. So if I were to do this, actually, let's do this. Can I? I know Kev's block's installed, so we're gonna. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So because I inserted that into the template, enhanced pagination. This is actually really nice that it's doing this. Remove the block and then enable. Okay, so it won't work because your block is third party. It has nothing to do with your block specifically, I believe. I think it's oh, it won't page refresh. What? So because I put this in here now, yeah, see, it's rebuilding the page for me. Like it's reloading the page every time, and that's just because this is in here. But now if I delete this, come back up here. I think I have to come back here and turn this back on. Where'd that go? There it is. Boop, boop. It should work again. Yeah, it's working. It's working in launch. So that's the thing. With it enabled, it gets page 2 with a page refresh. I don't know. Did it? Well, I'll have to test it again. But yeah. Okay, moving on. Theme, make the back button customizable. Oh, what? Theme previews, make the back button customizable. What is that? Huh, this dashboard. So this is done in PHP. Well, that's an interesting thing. Previewing, so blocks theme block. Okay, so it's done in PHP. That's pretty neat. Well, how are you customizing that now? Because it used to be that you could do it with slot fill, but that slot fill's been removed. Are you doing that? Like, are you hacking that? Like you're using, like what are you using to do that? But this is, so there is a experimental dashboard link. Have to check. Okay, but it's, like, you're not using anything that Core provides, I assume, because it doesn't exist anymore. So cool. That's really cool to know. All right. Let's take a look here. Footnotes comes down. New APIs. Export progress bar. So there's a new progress bar component. So why is this? Oh, it's all right. Okay, so this is not something we need to worry about. Okay. The progress bar is like, you know how we've only had the spinner forever? Now we've got the progress bar as well, which is going to be cool. Yeah, that's literally what it is. So I don't know where you like experimental dashboard link. Sorry, is that a component or what are we talking about there? Like that's what this is. That's the settings right there. But are you using anyways, you explain that to me, Kevin. You explain yourself. Bunch of bug fixes. What do we got? Nothing crazy in here. Command palette, duplicate pattern command. I'm sorry. Oh, a lot of bugs. A lot of bug fixes. This is good. This is really good. A lot of performance stuff. Components. Remove WP store from query block. Interesting. Documentation. Whole bunch of documentation stuff going on. There's a lot of work being done on the block editor handbook right now, and you're going to see that add filter block. Yeah. So that's what they're doing. That looks like what they're doing in here. So add filter block. Blah 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 blah. And that's going to basically manage that stuff. Oops. So I think you're doing it. You're doing it the way they're doing it, man. That's good. Yeah, so there's like there's a bunch of really cool stuff for the block editor coming. Block editor handbook, I mean. A lot of updates. Activity. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff in here. Tools. Testing. So testing. Oh, I wanted to mention this. I believe all the core tests have now been migrated to Playwright. So I'm going to try to put together some. Well, you're just so cutting edge, Kev, that nothing's ever new. You're just like on the bleeding edge of technology, and that's just how you roll. And I get that about you. I get that. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So the testing suites have all been like migrated to Playwright now. So I am going to be putting together this sometime soon. I don't know when, but hopefully sooner than later. I want to do a block developer cookbook session on testing blocks. We did it a little bit way back when it was jest based, but one of the things, and this is something that drives me a little bit nuts, is my query loop block. I do a lot of stuff with it, and I'd like to really have the ability to put proper tests in, like insert a block, make some like test all of my stuff with end-to-end tests. Like, unit tests are one thing and they're great, but but when you're dealing with like a variation, I think having like an end-to-end test is really a suite of end-to-end tests is probably more beneficial, because then I can just change something, run those tests, make sure that I didn't break anything unintentionally, that things are all appearing where they're supposed to appear, anyways, all that sort of stuff. So that's a plan. It'll be in there somewhere. I'm going to add that in here. This is going to be custom block Playwright testing. There we go. We're going to put that in there. That's just horrible. But where we were. Okay, so let's see. Contributors. Is there anyone we know in here? Come on, friends. Let's see. I don't think there's anyone from any of the friends of the street. Oh my god, sorry, I'm yawning. You guys are so boring. Just kidding. You're the best. Okay, cool. So that's 16.7. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content on WordPress development. You can also join me live every Thursday at 10:30 Eastern on Twitch. Check the description for the link.